Hi, it's John. Welcome to the channel. Enjoying a cup of coffee this morning on Wednesday, December the 4th. A number of things come to mind this morning. First off, in Canada, the Liberal Party is going to face a number of confidence votes over the next couple of weeks. I think the first one is coming up on Tuesday. Now, for those of you who aren't from Canada, here's how it works. The Conservative Party is going to go into the House of Commons and put up a vote on the Liberal government. And if enough people vote against the Liberal government when it comes to their motion, the government will fall. And here's what Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the opposition party in Canada, is going to do. He's using Jagmeet Singh's words against him. Jagmeet Singh is the leader of the New Democrat Party here in Canada, and Singh has been propping up Liberal Prime Minister Justin Trudeau for a couple of years now and keeping him in power. Now, Singh is very critical of what Justin Trudeau and the Liberal Party have been doing, but his pension will come due in February. If he can last in the House of Commons until February, he's guaranteed his pension because he's been in the House of Commons long enough to collect, and I think it's $2.5 million in pension payouts before he dies. So that's why he's still there. Now, Jagmeet Singh is a very rich man. He is a champagne socialist. He rolls around in a Maserati and wears Rolexes. So just think that's who Jagmeet Singh is. So what they're doing is they're using Jagmeet Singh's words against him in order to get the NDP to vote against the Liberal government and bring down the government to force an election. And basically what they're doing is saying the following in their motion, in their confidence vote coming up this week. The House agrees with the leader of the NDP, and the House declares that it has lost confidence in the Prime Minister and the government. Now, what are the words that Jagmeet Singh said? He said, the Liberals are too weak, too selfish, and too beholden to corporate interests to fight for people. And I agree with that 100%. One of the few things I agree with Jagmeet Singh. I'm at a point now here in Canada, and I've said it before, I used to think that regardless of the government we had in Canada, that I think they were trying to do the best for what the people need in our country. I mean, I remember when Jean Chrétien was elected as the Liberal Prime Minister here in Canada back in 1993, disagreed with his government. He was in power for years before Stephen Harper won here in Canada, a Conservative, but at least I thought the Liberals had what's best in mind for Canadians. I don't think government does that now, and I think that's true of most governments. They do what's best for them, and they do what's best for covering their ass. Just look at what Biden did by pardoning his son over in the United States. That's less about Hunter Biden than it is about Joe Biden. He's covering his ass because he's concerned what's coming in with the Trump administration. So government doesn't care much about you anymore. They care about themselves. They care about their ideology. It's number one for the Liberal Party in Canada now. I always said that about the NDP, but certainly about the Liberals now. You've heard what is happening when it comes to our border. Donald Trump says he's going to impose 25% tariffs on Canada. If we don't straighten out our border, he's concerned about people and drugs coming across the border. And of course, Trudeau went down to Mar-a-Lago to talk to Donald Trump. Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the opposition here, says that Trudeau came away weak, looking weak, didn't achieve anything, and is still talking up the fact that he needs to be the prime minister to deal with Donald Trump, to negotiate with Donald Trump. And now Trudeau is saying to Poilievre, you need to watch what you're saying because you could make Canada weaker. And what was the word he used? Amplify erroneous narratives by the U.S. administration. But what Mr. Trudeau doesn't understand is the narrative is all that matters here. It does not matter what the words are. It does not matter even what the truth is. Even if one person is coming across the border and a single fentanyl pill is coming across the border, that's too much to Donald Trump, and Trudeau needs to understand that. The narrative is the important part here. And of course, Donald Trump making a joke, I guess, when Trudeau was in Mar-a-Lago about Canada becoming the 51st state. Listen, as somebody who wants Alberta out of Canada, I am a Wexiteer, Western exit person. I believe in separatism. I want Alberta gone. If Alberta was not part of Canada right now, I wouldn't join. It's an absolute dumpster fire is Canada. So as far as becoming the 51st state of the United States, I don't necessarily agree with that, but if we do become the 51st state of the United States, I want to make sure I'm first in line to get my weapon because I believe in self-defense and we have none here in Canada. And finally, we haven't even reached the day where the GST holiday comes in here in Canada, which I think polling is around the 14th, 15th of December. And this, according to the National Post, GST holiday flops. Majority say it's not much help, purely electoral as Liberal popularity drops. This is not going over well. It's going over like a fart in a windstorm. I'm concerned. I mentioned this before here on my channel. We're a long way out from election here in Canada. When you're talking 11, 12 months down the road, the election is coming, and Trudeau is trying these Hail Mary moves already of trying to give people a break on GST, which is only going to build our deficit by about $6 to $7 billion if they throw in the $250 check, which we're expecting to get. I think that will get voted down now, which is a good thing at this point. But this is frightening to me. If Trudeau is willing to try to roll the dice this far out, what's he going to do prior to the election? How much more of your money is he going to use to bribe you for your vote? And how much will it cost the Canadian taxpayer? Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Talk to you later.